So a brand new State of Play was streamed by PlayStation today, and hot damn was it jam-packed. They showed new Silent Hill 2 gameplay for the remake. They showed new gameplay for Ken Levine, the creator of BioShock's Judas, which looks really dope. New Dragon's Dogma 2 trailer, which looks absolutely amazing. A new look at Stellar Blade. We got an announcement for the Until Dawn remaster. Sonic Generations is getting a remaster. We got a new look at Rise of Ronin, which looks like this Sekiro-inspired game, and as a lover of Sekiro, I'm all for this. And this is just to name a few, but the highlight for me, by far, was Hideo Kojima showing up with a 10-minute long trailer for Death Stranding 2, and also announcing that after that, he's working on a new action espionage IP that he says will be the culmination of his run as a game developer. This is it, Chief. This is it for me. So what I want to do in this video is take a look at the Death Stranding 2 trailer and react alongside you guys and kind of give you my basic thoughts. Here we go. And I am going to keep closed captions on so I can get a clear idea of the dialogue that's being spoken. Anyway, let's take a look. So hands are very... What the... Right off bat, okay. A Death Stranding cat. So hands are a very important bit of symbolism in Death Stranding. Chirality and all these things. How it's parallel, yet opposite, life and death. And so Leia Sato's character here, Fragile, having the hands COVID mask, if you will. Very symbolic of that, I'm sure, on some level. Seems to have some interesting utility as well, as you'll see later on. This looks like if the old man looks like if Kaz aged up a little bit from MGS5. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. We got some weird phenomena involving death goo seeping into or being injected into a corpse, and some gross death pus with timefall effects. This shot right here looks so realistic. The Decima engine, as you'll see, is doing incredible work. Sure, Kojima, why not? Let's do that. This trailer, man. On the ship.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And
interesting.
To HV Magellan, our mobile base of operations.
How they're monochrome right now.
I'll help you get your bearings.
Which usually
This is the
happens
ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces.
sort of when you're like in death mode or on that shore between life and death and stuff like that.
The crew. They're pretty much the same as yours.
So it looks like they'll be shifting between
The shower's
modes.
down at the end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
Looks like your personal hub
As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit.
won't just be a room,
We do have
but rather a whole like
access to
facility
capital and tech.
with
Sounds
different
like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me.
different
If you
rooms
have
with
them
different
face to
functions.
face, they value their privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
On the
It's
Strand.
the same deal as America. The people here are all spread out, cut off from one another. We want you to help us bring the world together.
On, there was a
We
new
want you to help us bring the world
Cupid
cut off from one another.
necklace.
We want you to help us bring
Interesting.
the world together.
They looked very different. What the hell is this?
Sam,
Wha-
would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes.
Why is there a claymation companion
Really,
in this
Sam?
game?
Your buttocks?
I'm not
What
complaining.
about shotgun?
I just have questions.
I prefer the driver's seat.
Hold on, is that?
Your buttocks?
Knowledge and experience will probably come in handy.
Sorry, the way the figure looks reminds me a little bit of Alan Wake.
Yes. Really, Sam?
Anyway,
I prefer the driver's seat.
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After
The
we
graphics.
confirm network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
Now, already worth noting is the fact that Death Stranding 2 seems to be expanding beyond the United States or the United Cities of America in this lore. They mentioned Mexico here. It looks like Sam is in Mexico in this particular scene, or at the very least, he's making his way towards Mexico. And Lea Seydoux' character, Fragile, she talks about how she wants to unite and connect the world. So it looks like we're expanding far beyond America. It looks like we're going to many different regions and continents and countries for this game, is the sense that I'm getting.
The problem is, not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders.
My
Just
God.
like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand
This
the
is
network.
insane.
What's your role in all this?
Full-on cities now?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only. You brought America together. Helped it be reborn as the UCA.
That's crazy. So we're going to see
But
some
I'm afraid
natural
Death
disasters.
Stranding is far from over.
Oh my God. That...
Humanity is still in danger. Still on the brink of extinction.
That's going to be rough when...
Don't act like you don't see it.
This
A lot
view,
of
though.
things changed after you went
So we got
off from
some
especially within the UCA.
some boss battles from
Which is no
the
longer
World of the Dead yet
oversees the
again.
distribution network. They withdrew once things were up and running. So your friends and co-workers all went their separate ways.
It's interesting how this mobile fortress and base of operations can kind of sink into the tar, maybe like crossing between the boundaries of life and death. And maybe when that happens is when characters like Sam and Fragile turn monochrome to represent the fact that they've crossed over. Maybe that's one way for the ship to get around, or for it to seek shelter and to hide itself from hostile forces. I don't know. A lot of speculation.
Went their separate ways. Within network coverage, there's no need to rely on human porters anymore. So after I closed up shop, I went and started a new group. One that handles work in regions outside the UCA. We decided to call ourselves Drawbridge.
There you go. She straight up says new regions outside of the United Cities of America. Death Stranding 2 definitely is going to expand in a huge way by allowing us to travel to multiple countries and continents across the world. So the variety of environments we'll see must be significantly greater than what we saw in the original game. So that's exciting. And certainly the scope of the game is going to be significantly bigger. It's one country, the United States, versus, the world. So I'll be curious to see how that's represented.
Drawbridge.
New organization,
With the support
new horizons
of
to expand
the chiral
towards.
network and APAS, humanity will be free from the need to move around. Bots are capable of handling deliveries.
He's alive.
Looks like they're gonna kick up the
Call myself
action
a ghost,
aspect.
We found a way back from the beach.
In this
just
game.
So he could kill us.
He said he came back to get revenge on you and me.
Troy Baker's back.
Hey, brother. Did you miss me?
Looks like he's playing Joker again, basically.
Seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. Guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours.
All over the continent,
Same
he
as it
said.
ever was. Oh. Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round.
The rope and the stick analogy.
Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me!
Little Toy Story situation.
Pathetic guitarist. Where's
Claymation
the rest
Toy
of your
Story?
band?
Well, ain't that something?
Was it you, Higgs? Huh? Was
No,
it you
Higgs.
that killed Lou?
Ooh,
You still don't know, do you?
it's a pretty big reveal. Though we hear Lou from this cyborg mech. What the bro. Joker Troy Baker. I'm gonna call him Guitar Hero Man. Battling cyborg ninja Baby Lou. This is everything I've ever wanted in life. I just didn't know it until I saw it with my own eyes. This is insane. And I love it. I'm here for it.
Something he said. You don't know a goddamn thing about Lou.
All right, Sam. Let's see what we can find on Lou.
If you want answers, you're gonna have to find them yourself. But the ones you do find, well, that pain you nurse will only get worse.
God, that's my game engine,
Sam,
man.
Man in the dark about everything.
Aw. All right, so
Don't
Lou's
forget,
not gone.
coming on this expedition was meant to help you find the strength to carry on.
That's Stranding
Yeah.
2 on the beach.
We all know you've got this. Now it's time to finish the journey, Sam. Please understand, Sam.
That's some nice tech right there. Little chiral allergy.
We never meant to string you along.
That chrysalis, we found her inside. It was filled with a fluid that contained amino acids. One's identical in structure to the kind found in tar.
I'm sorry, there are amino acids in tar? As in proteins?
Of course. How else did you think that chiral creatures could emerge from it?
A lot of
Some have even
pseudoscience mumbo
theorized
jumbo.
that the tar is a sort of primordial soup.
I was there. I saw her home. And it was a hellhole.
Oh, she had like puppet strings on her. I don't know if you saw that.
See, after you left Bridges, I
She
decided
had like
to do a little digging.
strands, if you will.
Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
Well, that's a bit of intrigue right there. 2025? That's like a year away. I can wait. I can wait. I am so pumped for this. There was so much like exposition in that trailer that I'm gonna have to like sift through, explaining like how, you know, circumstances have changed, and yeah, like I'll be curious to see just how much more the open world is expanding. They talk about like Mexico and like the continent and stuff like that. The open world, just looking at the environments that was shown in the trailer, you can see how much more expansive they look, and I'll be curious to see what kinds of new tools we'll be getting to help us fight the elements, if you will, the environment, and what sorts of new, you know, combat elements will be introducing, and how they'll just in general expand upon the gameplay of Death Stranding 1, what kinds of new structures they'll introduce, and how they'll improve upon what felt to me like a really great foundation to build upon. I always wanted a Death Stranding 2 after playing through 1 at some point. I didn't expect it so soon. I thought Kojima would, you know, release a game and then do Death Stranding 2 or something, but this is the next big game that he's shipping. But beyond that, we have another game that was announced during the State of Play.
And now here with me today is visionary game creator and founder of Kojima Productions, Kojima-san. Hi, welcome. Today, I'm excited to announce that together, as part of the PlayStation and Kojima Productions partnership, Hideo is going to take us on an exciting new adventure. One that I've been encouraging him to reinvent for years.
はい、全く新しいオリジナルの IP になります。新世代のアクション
Next Gen Action Espionage. So Next Gen means after PlayStation 5 and Xbox. We're talking about PlayStation 6. And there's a PlayStation partnership, so I imagine that it is going to come to PlayStation first. But yeah, Next Gen Action Espionage game, going back to essentially his Metal Gear roots, but this is not Metal Gear. This is a brand new IP. Kojima and Metal Gear are no longer associated. So he's like, you know what? I will do action espionage right myself, but under a new banner, under a new name, with a new venture. And I'm very excited to see what kind of a game he produces here with this creative freedom that he has now. Now, this is many years down the line because it's coming after Death Stranding 2. A direct reference to Metal Gear right there. So this is going to be cross-media. Like Death Stranding is getting its own like movie or something. Culmination of my work, he says, with this action espionage game.
Kojima. This is one of my favorite genres, one that I've been hoping you would revisit with a bold vision. Can you share anything else about this new development?
まだ詳しくは言えませんけども、最先端のテクノロジーと、世界中の才能を集結して作る予定です。もちろんインタラクティブなゲームなんですけども、ルック、物語、テーマ、キャスト、
It's a movie at the same time.
サウンド、どれをとっても、同時に映画でもあるようなものです。
So presentation-wise, so a lot of cutscenes. This is what he's saying. But he also wants to like blur the lines. Interesting.
Project, and we will fully support you with the latest innovation Sony has to offer. More details to come.
He seems to really be into like cross-media. Stay tuned on Yong Yeah. I feel like is he copying some Yong Yeah over here? Right, this big pan out into Columbia Pictures. And this is, I mean, this is a movie stage, what we're looking at here. So that's it. Yeah, Kojima seems to really be into trying to like blur the lines between film and games or whatever, like with his new Xbox project, the horror game OD. He also said that it's like both a game, but also like a movie, but also like new media or something. So who knows, man? Whatever it is, it's going to be interesting. That's for sure. But yeah, Death Stranding 2 looks absolutely insane. Like, it's one of the most batshit crazy trailers I've ever seen for any media, period. And I'm all here for it. It's the most Kojima thing I've ever seen. And I'm just excited that Death Stranding is getting a new leash on life and that it can grow and expand. And, I mean, God, it looks, like, graphically, I'm really blown away by what they showcased there. But, damn, as someone who obviously loves Metal Gear, the prospect of a new action espionage game from Kojima, that certainly puts butterflies in my stomach. Though I'm curious to see like what kind of narrative will it have, how, you know, because it is a new IP, so he's starting from scratch, new characters, new villains, new lore, new everything. I'll be very curious to see just how much of like a spiritual successor to Metal Gear it'll be, or if it really aims to kind of separate itself from Metal Gear in terms of its identity as much as possible. But, I mean, it's from the same creator as Metal Gear, so aspects of the Metal Gear identity, no doubt will be felt in this new action espionage IP. Whatever the case, there's a lot to look forward to on the Kojima Productions front. They've been kind of killing it. They've been on a roll with all of the projects that they've got going on at the same time in parallel, and hopefully they have the manpower and resources and the time and the sanity maybe to handle all of that and deliver on all fronts. Death Stranding was such a polished product, and so I generally have great trust in Kojima's capabilities as a game director and as a game creator. So I'm just pumped for all this. I am fully on board for all of this. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's everything you need to know about the latest from Kojima Productions, from Death Stranding, and this brand new action espionage IP. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on these latest announcements, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Yong Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Yong out.